Greetings, people of the world. My name is Gene Goldenstein. Previously, I've talked about the fish of the underworld, leadfish. But I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to talk about Poseidon. However, today I will want to tell you how to make leadfish with genomes that should be simple enough for you all to understand. With that out of the way, let's get started. First and foremost, the base genome. A good shark candidate would be great whites or megalodons, but they are either too slow, cumbersome, or even chunky compared to a hybrid like Vex, which is fast and agile. So, what is a good shark to balance out speed and agility that can reach up to 44 to 45 miles per hour? Simple. The short fin mako. That should be our first and important gene step. For our base genome, should be short fin mako. Once that's done, then is the juicy details. First and foremost, size. Prognathodon is used for the size for the fish, mainly because prognathodons sometimes at their smallest is about 7 meters long and a weight of 4 tons. The fish will also take something from prognathodon, not just its size, but its inner ear, which prevents the animal from becoming disoriented, especially while upside down. You may see this common trend of people rotating sharks to get them to be relaxed. But if you do that to the fish, it won't work. Next is reproduction. Sand tiger sharks are used for reproduction, which is, well, get ready for this, unsettling. Sand tigers can only give birth to 1 or 2 young, since a female sand tiger shark has not 1 uterus, but 2. They give birth to only 2 young. That's because when the young are in the womb, they are eating their brothers and sisters. It's the ultimate survival of the fittest. That also has its perks. It gives the fish the combat experience it needs in the wild, especially against other fish, sharks, orcas, you name it, and eventually Vex. Now, all animals must have some form of intelligence. Common dolphins are used for their high intelligence and their savagery. Okay, let's face it. Dolphins are one of the most savage creatures on the planet. They even kill sharks for fun. Well, according to orca standards, they're technically dolphins, not whales. But dolphins also ingest pufferfish as a form of a drug. Plus, they also annoy humans constantly. The fish is nowhere different. However, they don't kill pufferfish for drugs. They do inherit the savagery and intelligence and IQ as a dolphin. That is something that few other creatures have. Next, there's aggression. No other creature, as far as I'm aware of, is more aggressive than that of an adult bull shark. For their aggression levels, bull sharks have a high amount of hormones, which makes them aggressive. Think of them as the rage monsters of the sea. The fish also inherits the genes of those of bull sharks. Yes, the fish can be angry all the time, but it can also be a good deterrent to keep other creatures away from him. Trust me, I don't want to swim with the fish. You ever seen the last video about the fish's lore? Now, I'm gonna add great white to the list. Although I already advise you not to use great whites for base genomes, but they do have their greatest perks: eye and gill protection. Great whites' eyes can roll into their head for protection, a lot like most sharks. That protects them from debris or any other materials or even attacks that were aimed directly for the head. Another great protection are the gills. The gills are extremely thick, which is great because some sharks' weaknesses are in the gills. But besides that, gills of a sharks are great weak spots for exploiting. I know shark weaknesses are easily exploitable, like the nose or gill slits of a shark, but it will have to do. Finally, no shark is complete with a mouth full of teeth. Although megalodon teeth or great white teeth may be potent, but some lack the right ability for the right amount of bone crushing and slicing, especially on turtles and humans. So, with most sharks out of the way, there's only one shark that can even eat turtles and, unironically, garbage from the ocean. That goes for the tiger shark. Tiger sharks have a unique set of teeth with serrations in the shape of a fish hook, similar for eating fish, but it can also eat flippers and unarmored bits of turtles. Tiger sharks also have a great bite force. But for the fish, inheriting tiger shark genes, especially in the jaws and teeth, it has enough bite force to cut a human in half. I mean, Beverly Hamilton manages to survive a tiger shark while missing an arm. For the fish, compared to the size of Vex, it's a recipe for you getting cut in half with ease. Now that's something I would avoid. Now, there you go. You've made le fish. Congratulations. But then there's eating food. Food is important. And on the list, the fish has a great diet. I will give you a moment to read. And there we go. Congratulations. You recreated the fish of the underworld. Soon, Poseidon will be our next topic. He is the terror of the Pacific, but a lot calmer than his brother, although still causing shark attacks like his brother, but less fatal. There are more coming soon.